I spent almost 5 years heading up Chevrolet PR for everything west of the Mississippi. Now I ask you, what happened to my industry? No doubt you've heard that the Obama administration is willing to pony up for you to trade in that old vehicle on a brand new car. Ah, America, what a country. On a good day, that pile of scrap iron may only be worth about $500. So I couldn't blame you if you use those jumper cables and headed for the dealership. You won't be alone. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, about 157,000 new vehicles had been bought under the aptly named Cash for Clunkers program as of the early part of last week. Since the program was announced by President Obama, the government has paid out $664 million in rebates. The program was so well received by the public that they actually ran out of cash.
Show me the money!
So Congress authorized another $2 billion, allowing you to trade in that old Pontiac that's just running on about 3 cylinders. Obama's Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood seemed surprised that people would actually take the free money. Okay, note the Department of Transportation, do not be shocked when people take you up on offer for free cash. People will line up to get a piece of that action. But here's the catch. There really is no free lunch. In another world, one guy's rebate check is another guy's check to the IRS. The queen of hippie rock, Janis Joplin, once screeched,
"Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?"
Now, neither Lord nor the chosen one will pick up the tab for a 7 Series Benz, but the friendly feds will help you drive away in a new Ford Focus. That's because to get the biggest government check, you have to do exactly what the government tells you to do. Trade in this car or this car, but not this car. Buy this car or that car, but not this car. Look, this is all part of the continued expansion of government into areas of our lives that we all would have once thought to be completely nonsensical. That is, with the exception of a few fringe Marxists. It's all part of the attempt to lead us to believe that bigger government is better government, and that paying higher taxes is somehow patriotic. So now we have the government offering you cash to help you buy a new car, and some will say, well, what's wrong with that? You get rid of your old clunker and get a check, your local dealership sells a new car, and in the end, the environment is cleaner, right? As one government bean counter stated, it's a win-win-win affair. For starters, I'm a small government, low taxation sort of libertarian/conservative. So for me, the idea of the government taking my tax dollars to pay my neighbor to buy a new car is just plain stupid. Beyond that little problem looms the larger question. What next? Why should the Fed stop at cars? Since Obama is into stimulating things, why not hand out government cash, well, better known as your tax dollars, to encourage the purchase of all sorts of items, from new TVs to mattresses? Why not help the hard-hit American appliance industry or furniture makers or clothing manufacturers? Buy a shirt, get a check. Is this a dumb idea? Of course it is. So then tell me exactly, why is the Cash for Clunkers scheme, why is that a good idea? I'm listening. This is simply government do-gooderism run amok. It's similar to the old joke about what the experiences of Russian farmers under Soviet-style socialism were. The communists would take the milk produced from dairy cows and then shoot the cows. Then we have the case of President Roosevelt, who used to pay farmers to destroy crops during the Depression years when families were finding it hard to simply feed themselves. Last time I checked, that's called economic stupidity. And it's also far from clear that taking old cars off the roads will result in any real environmental gains, despite the rosy picture being painted by Obama's minions. There are a few voices of wisdom out there. The Republican Senator Tom Coburn said, it's $3 billion we're talking about that's gonna go to help people buy cars. But where are we gonna get the $3 billion from? We're gonna steal it from our children. One last item. Obama pitched his Cars for Clunkers as a potential windfall for struggling domestic automakers. Yet, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, 4 of the top 5 vehicles purchased on the rebate plan are made by foreign automakers. Way to go, Barack.